What's good? What's good? Got to get back on this bitch. So, what I want to talk about is, ride with me for a sec. I believe sometimes, like a true boxer, let's say Canelo, Floyd, fucking whoever the fuck you pick. I think sometimes, and this is the truth, and I see it in fans, okay? You know how people say, you only clean the one boxer, you only clean the one boxer, I think that goes a long way, because if you look at the sports and how they are ran, when it comes to football, and I'm a diehard football fan, I'm going to just tell you how football fans are, right? Giant fans, and I see it every single year. Not like that, but I see it a lot. You always see it with the Cowgirls because they fucking suck. But Giant fans, Cowgirl fans, as soon as this is this is what I'm saying. Are you a fan of the sport, or you just fan of one boxer? See, the boxer himself can be just a fan of himself. Do you understand that? Meaning, if you ever listen to Keith Thurman and you ask him about other boxers, his mindset is not on other boxers. A lot of these guys, their mindset is not on the internet like we are. Their job is to box. They don't write up the media. You see what I'm saying? They don't add to the media like we do. You see what I mean? So when we come up with like, you should fight him, which is logical in our mind because we're so diehard fans, they don't see it that way. It's like being in a bad relationship, with a girl, and your boy is telling you, yo, your girl's a smut. You know what I mean? Your girl's a fucking slut. She sleeps around with mad dudes. Why you keep on going back to this chick, But you're in the relationship, so you don't see it. You see what I mean? It's the same thing, We're not in the sport, so we can easily call it how it should be compared to how it's gonna happen and how a boxer sees it as happening, See, when we sit outside the sport, we can easily jump into the limelight of the business aspect. We can talk straight business when it comes to boxing. We can talk, straight footwork when it comes to boxing. We can talk straight knockouts when it comes to boxing. A boxer has to work on everything. You see what I'm saying? We can actually dissect different categories and be a bigger fan of the sport than the actual boxer is himself, okay? For instance, let me tell you how NFL fans are. All right? This is why, I'm a Niner fan. Don't get it twisted. I'm a 49er fan. I grew up on Jerry Rice, so I'll always be a Niner fan at heart, right? But the day they let Jerry Rice go, I lost a lot of respect for my Niners. So I'm a fantasy football player. I like all players, which makes me like all teams. See what I'm saying? Just because I don't think Tim Bradley is the best of all time doesn't mean I don't like his skill set. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I don't like him actually having the willpower and the heart, the determination to still say, I'm still undefeated. I still consider myself the best of all time. You see what I'm saying? Like, I still I have no problem with Pacquiao's motherfucking footwork, I actually, when he was fighting Cotto, I caught it on the replay. I had to jump up to be like, damn, this nigga's footwork is crazy. I thought the nigga was doing motherfucking calisthenics in the motherfucker. Thought the nigga was doing karaoke in that bitch. You know what I mean? That nigga Pacquiao was moving like crazy in the Cotto fight. So don't act like, that's a true fan. You see what I'm saying? Just because you're not my favorite doesn't mean I don't still appreciate what you bring to the sport. Let me tell you how NFL fans are, okay? Okay, my pops is the biggest Giant fan I know in my life, okay? He got a bunch of my friends, people I grew up watching, bunch of them into being a diehard Giants and Knicks fan, more a Giants fan than a Knicks fan, okay? So as soon as, and this is the truth, y'all. As soon as the team is doing bad, somewhat bad throughout the year, okay? What happened this year? 0-6, right? Motherfuckers are quiet. They don't like the sport. They don't like when I talk to a Giant fan, when I talk to my pops, all he knows is Giants, okay? All he knows is his team is 0-6. He wants hope for his team. They ended up coming back 4 games straight and winning, I believe, or 3 games straight and winning. But he's a diehard, straight Giant fan. Does that make him a fan of the NFL? Technically, no. You see what I mean? It just makes him a fan of the Giants. As soon as the Giants lose, as soon as the Cowgirls lose, these motherfuckers don't even like speaking about the NFL. It's that serious. For instance, I'll be like, yo, playoffs are coming up this weekend. Your team is not in the playoffs, you see what I mean? Playoffs are coming up this weekend. What's going on? Oh, well, I know it's supposed to be some good games. I don't even know who's playing. You don't even know who's playing? We're on our way to the Super Bowl, motherfucker. We're on our way to find out who is the boss of the bosses when it comes to the NFL, to this man's league. And you don't know who, you know any contenders? You know? It's like their whole imagination of being on top, being the best is just out the window. So they just fuck the team. Well, I'll ride with the team, but fuck the sport, you know? So it's sort of like I can't even, when the Giants are winning, they seem to know about every single team in the fucking league. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with the Cowgirls. When the Cowgirls are winning, they seem to know about how to get to the playoffs, who to beat, you know, who they beat early. Oh, we already beat the Eagles. Oh, well, you know, we already beat the Cowgirls, the Cowgirls. We already beat the Redskins, you know. Or the Giants, we beat them twice. You know how it go. So it's like, I mean, let's be honest, man. Just like certain fans are, I'm a diehard boxing fan. I'm a diehard fucking, because I'll listen to, you know what I mean, Dwyer for his 30-minute videos for him to bring up some old school boxers I've never heard of and then go do my research on them. I'll wait for Ashy Knuckles to talk about a lot of boxers who have lost their lives in the ring to go back and, if not watch the fight, at least read about the fight. You see what I mean? To put myself in certain perspectives to understand what these boxers go through. You know, I love the sport. I don't just love a certain boxer. You know what I mean? Get the fuck off this. I do feel that Floyd will never lose. I feel that he's the best boxer of all time. I feel like he's the best I've ever seen lace up the gloves, the cat-like reflexes. I mean, everything's there, man. The jabs, the perfect jab is there. Everything's there. The footwork's there. I mean, you know what it is, man. But that doesn't mean I don't like watching, you know, I won't mind watching Amir Khan when he gets on stage. Believe it or not, everybody can hate Amir Khan till the day he dies. But I will still tune in when the man boxes. It is what it is, you know. I'm a fan of the sport, you know. So when we sit back and we're so gung-ho about how come he ain't fighting him or he ducking him or he's doing this, remember, we're from the outside looking in, you know. We are the diehard boxing fans, okay? Even though the diehard boxers are not diehard boxing fans. See what I mean? They're so busy into their self and their own craft, they don't have time to jump on the internet to hear what every other boxer is doing. It's the truth. Especially boxers they're never going to come in contact with in their life. You know? Think about it. He's never even going to fight dude. Floyd and Rigondeaux will probably never meet up in the history of the sport. You see what I'm saying? So will Rigondeaux be doing research on Floyd? Will Floyd be doing research on Rigondeaux? Probably not. You know? Certain people, do you think Floyd's out there every single day looking at certain divisions? Or do you think, let's say, I don't know, let's say Trout. Do you think Trout's on the computer? How do you think I can get back into this? You know, I can fight him and maybe, nah, he's not. My man's at the gym training. After that, 9 to 5, buddy. Let's get this motherfucking money up. you know? Purses aren't deep enough to where niggas can just sit on the computer all day long and just worry about a job and worry about the computer. You see what I'm saying? Worry about work and worry about being a fan, you know? A lot of us know if you're in this sport, if you're really a professional boxer, this is a full-time gig, man. There ain't no, you ain't got no breaks like that. But that's just my take on it, man, because people are running around saying Floyd's ducking Pacquiao again. Here we go again. And, I mean, just to rewind yourself real quick, because I didn't want to jump on it in there like that. I just, just saying the way we look at situations could be a lot more in depth than the boxers looking at them, and they're in the situation. That's the only reason, the part of this video. As far as the ducking is concerned, as far as people thinking Floyd's ducking Pacquiao, what 78 said on the sports TV was phenomenal on Dante's Boxing Nation. What he said, speaking of Sean Porter and them, which was the hype of Pacquiao rising to the top so much probably did put a little chill through Mayweather's spine to wonder, is this nigga that good? But let me counter that. Let me counter with the best counter in the game. But I remember clearly when Floyd said on Twitter, I remember this, y'all remember this, because this was a changing in the motherfucking mindset of the world, because we just had to sit and wait. Floyd said, I'm fighting Miguel Cotto on such and such a date because Manny Pacquiao don't want to fight me. That's exactly what that shit said. And nobody really had nothing to say against it, It was like, nigga, you don't want to fight him, And people still people get used to living in denial, They get used to it. Living in denial, you're already there. Now you get used to being there. You see what I'm saying? You're already living a lie. Now you're getting used to living the lie. Now you just walk around with the lie on you. You see what I'm saying? It's just in you now, People are so fascinated. Like when Broner was doing his thing for the time being, a lot of the weight was actually taken off of Floyd. Because you got another one that they want to see knocked out. They got their choice. They got their belief. They got what they wanted. And now since he's out the way, we're back to where we were. This is the guy who really caused all this problem in the first place, But, no, I don't think Floyd is ducking. Let me tell you how it is real quick, okay? It's just like this. Let's say we're racing, okay? Let's say I'm racing you. I'm nice. I've won plenty of titles. They think that you're the shit right now, okay? You think you're the shit, okay? Let's say we're racing side by side. Your wheels coming. This is Floyd and, your wheels coming off. Now, they already know me to be nice, but they feel like you can be a competitor against me, okay? Your wheels coming off, right? If I help you out, it'll be one of the best races of all time. I tell you, your wheels coming off, You want me to help you out, I can help you out and still steer my own boat. You see what I'm saying? And win this shit. Duke is like, nah, let's say Duke is not dead equal with me, but a little bit below me, feeling he could surpass me and just keep going. He doesn't need my help. Fuck you, I don't need your help. Okay, but I feel like, you should take my help, man. This guy don't want my help. That's what I'm saying, What's my man saying over there? I don't need your fucking help. Fuck you, Now we get a little further. The fans, the public is feeling that you have surpassed me. Next thing you know, your wheel comes off. Blah. You straight in the rut. Now I'm riding up. I'm looking at you like, well, technically I asked you if you needed help, At the highest of your peak, when you were a little bit below me, you're not dead equal with me in my status of being a star, but you're a little bit below me. I asked if you needed help. You say no. I do this on my own. Fuck you. I don't need your help. Sort of like I don't need your 40 million, So now when your wheel comes off, what do I say? Well, I don't feel like giving you any more help. I don't think you even deserve 20% of my help now. Because you just shitted on me in the beginning. Like you had this all under control. Like you knew what the fuck you were doing. Now, the world, everybody, your backup, your limelight, the people who are backing you are saying what? Well, he don't want to give him no help because he knows if he gives him help, if he helps him with that tire, he'll beat him. We all know that. That's why he's scared. He's scared right now. He don't want to give him no help. And what am I saying? Well, technically, I asked you for help back in the day. You didn't want help. So that's how I look at this fight. Man, we called Duke out. I'm fighting Miguel Cotto because Manny Pacquiao don't want to fight me. I believe it was in capital letters, if I'm not mistaken, which is a form of yelling when you're on a type-in situation. If you guys have been to school in the last 10, 12 years of your life. But Pacquiao didn't want to do it. Now, all of a sudden, Floyd is still scared of him, you know. Floyd was like, hey, I got a date. It's wide open. Let's give the fans what they want. We all remember this time. Bring it back a little bit. Remember that day and age where we were like, man, you know, the fight's almost getting made. Floyd's calling them out. Both of these fighters don't have just like now, which is weird. Both of these fighters have nobody that they know who they're fighting. We don't know who these guys are fighting. We all want them to fight each other. They're wide open to fight each other right now. There's no reason why they can't. And we're still not getting what we want. You know? So the fans back up the dude who feels like, who should still have a chance. Hey, if you give him help with this wheel, the motherfucker, we can whoop your ass. You scared. That's the problem. He's scared. He don't want to give him help. He's scared. You know? The problem is, how come Pacquiao can't offer Floyd $40 million? How come? How come, y'all? Because that nigga broke. Just like his nose was fucking broke in the fucking ring that night. I have no remorse. I'm a fan of Pacquiao's footwork. But other than that, I have no respect for Pacquiao. Should have took the fight when he had the chance. Now you want to help the fucking hen eat all the fucking food, but you didn't want to help grow the fucking food in the first place. Exactly. Suck a dick, Pacquiao. I hope you don't get out of your fucking troubles. I don't give a fuck where you go. Nobody want to fucking interview you anyway because you don't speak English all that well anyway. But straight up, keep fighting your fucking has-beens. Keep fighting people coming off of losses. How many times you gotta fight somebody coming off of a loss, dog? Fight somebody coming off of a win, dog, and I might give you some type of recognition. Until then, fuck that. I ain't give you no recognition. I ain't give you no props, son. Fuck Pacquiao until the day that nigga stop lacing them up, man. Should've took that fight, B. Should've took the fight in the first place. This fight would have been we would have been on a rematch right now. But no. You got $40 million in the bank, right? Right? You make $80 million a fight, right, Pacquiao? That's what it was back in the day. Remember that? Yeah. Don't act like I forgot. Well, Floyd's the one that's broke. Remember that? Pacquiao got all the money. Remember that? Well, they don't need Floyd. Floyd need Pacquiao. Floyd need Bob Arum. That's what y'all was saying. Remember that? See what I'm saying? Now all y'all bitch-ass pack-tards is drooling for another opportunity, hoping Floyd to open the door. If I was Floyd, first off, I'll take another $20 million off of your purse. Straight up, you only get $20 million for this fight. I don't give a fuck. Pay 18, you got $2 million left over, bitch. Should've took the 40 in the first place. You at least would have had, what, 22 left over? Excuse me. I ain't gonna go into it like that. I'm just trying to say, man, you know, and as far as us seeing things in our league, as far as if I was Floyd to take the Pacquiao fight, eventually, yes. Would I set it up for a September fight? Yes. Can you do that without setting up your May fight? No. You know? You can't be like, I'm going to fight him then and then sign it and everything and then both of you guys end up. Well, I don't feel Floyd would ever lose. I can't even picture Floyd ever losing, y'all. It's that serious. But, you know, Pacquiao ends up getting knocked out again, which he probably could. And yes, fuck that pole that this nigga Ego got. I mean, not like that, but I feel the nigga Pacquiao's ducking. I should make a whole nother video. Should I just jump into it real quick? Pacquiao's ducking Bradley. Nobody wants to come out and say that shit. This nigga's ducking Bradley. Bitch ass motherfucker. Why? Because we all know. If Bradley wins, if Bradley beats Pacquiao again, we all know the first fight was supposed to happen the way it did. Bradley actually beat Pacquiao, which a lot of people feel that he did, which I feel that he did. Look closely on them shots. I know. But if Pacquiao wins, it'll be vice versa. See what I'm saying? It's like Pacquiao always gets a fucking hand and shit. He always gets help and shit. Well, if you beat him, you'll get this, but then you'll get this, you know. You beat him. If Pacquiao beat Marquez the 4th time, nothing would have came out of that fight. Nothing. That's just what? Revenge the 3rd loss, which we all felt you lost that one too? Huh? I'm gonna do a scene, a video of Pacquiao's resume, and y'all gonna look at this man's rise to fame on bullshit and then his fall. It's like he deserved everything that he's dealing with right now. It's true. He does. He deserves every little bit of it. So, hey, I have no mercy for him. Yeah, I lost my train of thought because there's just so much riding with this bullshit nigga. If Pacquiao beats Bradley, then this motherfucker should automatically have everybody saying, well, that's what we thought. We thought Pacquiao actually won the first fight. You know, it's either way, Pacquiao should come out on top. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, if you beat him, if you beat Bradley, then hold up. If you beat Bradley, then the first fight was your fight in the first place. You were supposed to beat Bradley and you beat him the first time. That's what people will say. But it's like Pacquiao doesn't believe himself. See, we're the outside looking in, remember? But in the fight, Pacquiao doesn't believe himself that he could beat Bradley. I'm pretty sure Pacquiao's not thinking of the judges and getting played, you know? Because if he was smart, he would think the judges are all on his side. We all want you to fight that other guy, you know? So we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, which they did. The fans definitely did, you know? I mean, it's true. But, hey, man, that's from the outside looking in. Let me know what y'all think. Definitely comment on this motherfucker. Dislike, like the video. It don't matter, man. I really want the comments more than anything so I can understand where you guys are coming from. And if it's directed to me, I'll try to get back to every single one of your responses, you know. But just my take, I don't think these boxers, they're not diehard fans like we are. Just like a Giants fan, once he loses the playoffs or he's no longer